I seek refuge in Allah from the cursed devils. In the name of Allah, the gracious, the merciful. All praise due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, His blessing and prayers cast among our beloved Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. This lecture, part of a series of lectures I'm decoding for the numerical systems in the Great Wise Quran. Now this on behalf of the disjointed letters. The disjointed letters, half of Arabic alphabet, open or start 29 chapters. And that's what I'm looking at. And very important note I want you to notice. This is the letter Sad. That's what I'm doing here. Yeah, letter Sad. Letter Sad came in 3 locations. Chapter Al-Araf, Alif Lam Mim Sad, and repeated 98 times in the chapter. And came in chapter 19, chapter Maryam alayhi salam, repeated 26 times. And came in chapter Sad, carry the name of the letter, chapter 38, repeated 29. So altogether 153. Chapter Al-Araf and Maryam and Sad, they have 3,783 letter Alif, and Hamzi, same thing. Dal, 413 letter Dal. Then I looked at it. The total, like straight add up, 4,349. Geometrical value, multiple 90, 1 and 4 give us this much number. Did I solve this? I solved for one of them. Then sequential value, multiple 18, multiple 1, multiple by 4, it give 8,189. I want you to pay attention here that that this number here, bring it here, 189. 88 is Tariqullah, which is As-Sirat, same thing, Tariqullah. And 89 is Tariq Sawi. 18 is the letter we're talking about. So Tariqullah Wahid, Allah one. Okay, this is a quick decoding for what is this. This is all monotheism constants. What if we decode for 81, 89? Okay, we do that. Let me just clear the board. One thing before I forget, I want you to notice. One thing I want you to notice, that these letters, the 18 letters, I'm talking about disjointed letters, or the letter of light, or the mystic letters, whatever you want to call them. The start of the chapters, let's call him Fatih al-Suwar. A very noticeable thing about him, that all of them take like a smaller value in the geometrical scale. What do you mean? Like we have Alif, you know Alif, Lam, Mim, Sad, Ra, Kaf, Ha, Ya, Ain, Ta, Sin, Ha, Qaf, Noon. The biggest one in geometrical value is Ra, 200. Qaf, next, where's Qaf? 100. You see? Sad, 90. Mim, 40, 30, 1. 5, 10, 70, 9, 60, 8, 50. If you add them up, you get 693. But if you go up, you go to the rest of the geometrical, the rest of the numbers, the rest of the letters. This is 14 letters here. 14. These are called disjointed letters. The geometrical value is 693. If you don't make a mistake. There is another 14 left, because we have 28 altogether. What the one left? Ba, Jim, Waw, Ka, La, Mun is there, Sa, Fa, ka, ru, sheen, ta, karush is not there. This other one is not there. Tha, kha, dhun, da, va, gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What left? Ab, jad. One more here. Abjad. Dal is not. Waw is not. How was. Zain is not. So I got how was. Fa. Sa. Fas. Ka. Ro. Shat. Tha. Khadun. Must be 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. But the geometrical value of the of this of these 14 letters, these 14, geometrical value 5302. Look, these are half, but look how much geometrical value. They're not even close to this. So this is 6. The total, this number 693 plus 5302 is 5995. So the 28 Arabic alphabet geometrical value is 5995. So how much this out of 5995 is almost less than 12%, 11 something maybe. It's supposed to be half. So why is this? Don't you ever like question this? Why is this half of the Arabic alphabet but the geometrical? That means Allah chose this in very unlimited or uninfinite wisdom. You know, there's a wisdom why Allah chose these and these values. They're only 11% out of almost 6,000, let's say. Okay, while this one here 5302 divided by 5995 is almost 88%. 88% of the 5,000. Why this? Why? Did you ever notice this? You tell me I do not know, brother. You know, tell us what's going on. You see, there's no scholar up to now managed to answer this question. Why? Here I'm asking you guys. I come after 1,000 years and ask you same question. If you don't see my lectures, then you're gonna be wondering why. Why? Let me answer you why. Why? Why the 14 disjointed letters weight 11% or 12%. On the other hand, the same amount of letters weight 88% of the total geometrical value of the Arabic alphabet. Okay, if you wanna take a challenge, okay, turn the video off and go ask any scholar you know, and they're not gonna answer you. They don't know why. Why I'm gonna answer you? How I'm gonna answer you now? Because I understand, inshallah ta'ala, with the help of Allah and His ta'aleem and tawfiq, the mechanism of these letters. Why are these letters there? I told you an example. Let me give you an example. I don't know, some of you knows, some of not. Before they used to have a scale. Maybe you see it in the gym nowadays. Is a blade like this. You tell me what's gonna do with it. I show you now what's gonna do with it. You see a blade, you know, a blade here, you know, square, something square, where you stand up, you know, you put like the weight here for example, a sack of like flour, whatever, you know, flour, let's say, or whatever, like potato, wheat, whatever, sack of flour, okay. Okay, then there's like here the mechanism here, the hanging mechanism. There's up here, there's a scale like this. There's a stick with numbers on it, and there's a big weight here, and on top of it here, there's a small one with a small weight. A small weight. What this gonna do with the disjointed letters? Because the mechanism of these letters is to balance and perfect certain systems. That mean exactly what I'm saying. The geometrical value of it is just to secure a balanced system in the Great Wise Quran. Maybe this is not the best example to give, but let me talk numerical language, you know. Like I told you, for example, here Sad perfected a system, and when we solved for Sad, we found something related to this system. Sad perfected the letter of Sad in chapter Araf with 8, instead of 97, make it 98. It balances certain systems in the value, and when you use it as constants also, it describes the numerical systems. You know what? Listen to me. I could be wrong, but with this idea I doubt, because I notice how it works. Look how it works. It perfect the letter Sad, perfected Sad in chapter 7, and perfected the letter Sad in chapter 19 and chapter 38. Okay? That's what Allah alam. Let's say Allah knows best, but that's what I think. Why the value is smaller? Because it's balancing the systems. I don't want to say balancing, because balancing is maybe not accurate word. I want to say perfecting systems. Also, someone might say, brother, you say something is not perfect in the Quran. That's not what I'm saying. I take the Quran as a whole unit. Okay? I could be wrong, number one. Number two, if I'm right, because of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tawfiq and ta'lim. But the word, I cannot, what, you may find a new word. These perfected systems in the Quran. Like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala perfected you by making a 2 ear for you. If you have 1 ear, doesn't make you a monkey, it makes you less perfect. You know? If someone shoot you and the bullet, you know, take half of your ear, you see? You know, sometimes it happens even for big shots, you know? Maybe it's a game, but anyway, whatever the reason was, you know, I'm not into that, you know? But anyway, the letters alef, or maybe this ear or this one, but I don't know, I don't remember, maybe the right ear, you know? If someone shoot you in the right ear, you know, or let's say God create you with 1 ear, that's not perfect, you know, but with 2 ears you become perfect. Doesn't make you with 1 ear that means you are not a human, you're less a human. You see, it's not like that. Just don't give example, man. Let's stop, just talk language of letters. Do you understand? You don't understand? I don't care. Here. But you want me, I want to ask you the question, why? Why these 14 letters adds up to 12% of, not even, to the total geometrical value of the Arabic alphabet? Because I told you, a balancing system, perfecting system, to balance systems. Let me decode 81, 89. For 13 minutes here, Zalami. 81, 89, you need to know everything about him. You don't have to know everything. 19 is Wahid, Tariqullah, which is a Sirat. Let's decode for this number here. Let me decode for this number here. If you take out of it, 34, this is the word sana or ajal, times 192. So do so. I'm decoding with al-basmali. So 34 times 192 equal to 6528. 6528. 6528. Notice 58 the word tariq, and 62 the word ash-shams. Ash-shams got to do the motion of the sun, or the sun rising from the west, got to do with shutting down the sirat. This is not clear. Let's move this away. So you just leave it this number here. Take it out of what? Take it out of 8189. Now we're dealing with 1661. 1661. What are we talking about? We about as-sirat al-mustaqim. The sad represent as-sirat al-mustaqim, the straight path. As-sirat 60, al-mustaqim 105. So take 165. It gives you the span of the Muslim Ummah, or the lifespan of the sirat. Very nice. Okay, if you do 39, which is, I do not know what is 39. 1 represent Allah, 38 represent His Prophet Muhammad, times 171 as the 14 disjointed letters constant, 1482 Hijri, 38 Hijri. This is 1495 Ba'thi. So this like bouncing in one, don't worry about it. I told you what could be. If you do 350, the word tariq, this is the word at-tariq, the path. This is tariqullah. 89, tariq saway, straight path. Tariq 58, saway 31. 88, tariqullah, 58 plus 30. 19 is wahid. Sad, we are talking about sad, as-sirat, the letter sad here. Okay, tariq times, you can, if you want to decode as follow: 1 represent Allah, as-sirat 60, 106 Muhammad Abdullah, 183 al-Messiah son of Mary. 1 in the beginning, 1 prophet in the beginning, 1 prophet in the end. All this multiple of sad, I'm decoding with sad. I'm decoding with the letter sad. Okay, this give me a number, as-sirat al-mustaqim, which represented by sad, as-sirat al-mustaqim. 106 the first prophet, 124 the second prophet. On the path, 1494 the shutting down of the path. So this is the difference between 1494, 1495, 1496. This is Hijri, remember. Okay, now you know. If you do not know, that's a problem. Maybe I'm not a good teacher, but it's okay. I mean, if you add up like many factors, then it become very hard situation. Maybe one factor that most of the people do not know much about these things I'm doing here. An-Naml, chapter An-Naml, if you chapter the ants chapter 27, where is it? Chapter 27. طاسين تلك آيات القرآن وكتاب مبين هدى وبشرى للمؤمنين. A description for the believer. طاسين, what we're looking for, which I will prove inshallah that this is the straight path, not this what I said about it. طريق سوي, طا for طريق, the path, and سين for سوي, as-saway. If you prove me wrong, I give you a reward. How about that? Deal? Okay, deal. Go ahead. Spend another 100 years try to prove me wrong on this, what I said. Or sad even. Yalla, go. Huda wa bushra al-mu'minin. Those the verses of the Quran and the clear book. A guidance and a good title for the believers. Those who perform salah and perform charity, and they believe in the hereafter. They are sure about the hereafter is coming. These 3 verses, context for the kitab and the believers. You can stop at the second one if you want, but I did 3 of them. Okay, let me do 3 of them. There's a lot of decoding for Sad, so I'm not worried about this. I'll give at least 200 to 300 for the letter Sad. So proving that Sad represent as-sirat and perfected systems like Ta'aseen here, part of a verse. But in chapter An-Naml, the ants, An-Naml, okay, we have in this chapter Ta 27 and Seen 93. Notice the location of the chapter 27. And 93 is the verses of the chapter. But here, طاسين تلك آيات الكتاب وقرآن مبين, verse number 1. هدى وبشرى للمؤمنين, number 2. I'm going to do 3 now. الذين يقيمون الصلاة ويؤتون الزكاة وهم بالآخرة هم يوقنون. So 3. whether the Tasin came part of the first verse or part of the first and second or part of first, second and third or part of the whole chapter, Tasin is there participating with one letter Ta equal 9 sequential value, geometrical, whatever values, let's call it geometrical value, and Sin also participating with one letter Sin and with geometrical value also. But when we look at the chapter, here let's look at the first verse, how these in this verse here, we have in this verse number 1, verse number 1, Tasin perfected the letter of the verse, make him 25, and perfected the word of the verse, make him 6 words, letters, words. Now let's come to the value, geometrical value. Tasin participated with 69 out of 1,845. You tell me, so what? I tell you here, but these 69, those mighty letters came participate with this number. If you take out of this number the word At-Tariq, represented by the letter Ta, At-Tariq, you get the lifespan of the Muslim Ummah. So now you know these are letters, they are not just doing simple rule, they are perfecting systems. They participate here with this much Ta, this much Sin, and you go to the chapter, when we start adding up, chapter An-Naml 27, Revelation 30, Revelation 48, and name An-Naml 52, name 151, and words of the chapter 151. Before that, verse of the chapter 93, 1151, the words of the chapter 47, the letters of the chapter, chapter, words, chapter, letters, chapter, verses, chapter name, chapter geometrical value of the name, location and revelation. Sometimes these letters, in 4 cases in the Great Wise Quran, give the name for the chapter, like Taha, for example, chapter 20, chapter 38, chapter 36, Yasin, chapter 50, Qaf. So sometimes sometimes, a lot of times, 19 case, in 20 verse, because Ashura got 2 verses, they perfect the verses. Like Taha perfected the chapter Taha verses with 1, make it 135. Here the system is perfect already, so Tasin came part of a verse. But here participate with 1 word, and here participate with 2 letters. Here participate with 2 letters, with 1 word and 2 letters for Tasin, for the verse. Why are you writing like that? But it's okay. This is the thing is to solve it, not how I write. I'm not here giving you like a lecture on how to write. I'm not organized. I don't know how to organize things, but you know what I'm talking about. So here Tasin perfected 1 letter. Here Tasin perfected 1 letter, another letter for Sin. What apply for Ta apply for Sin. Perfected both of them 1 word, perfected value of 69 geometrical value, and 15 and 9 sequential value, and 38 and 2 34 fifth value. This Ta perfect 4 letter Ta in the disjointed letter, and Sin perfected 5 letters Sin in the disjointed letters, and Ta perfect 1 out of 14, 1 out of 78. And this same thing, this 1 out of 14 and 1 out of 78 also. 1 out of 4, 1 out of 14, 1 out of 78. 1 out of 5, 1 out of 14, 1 out of 78. So this has now become big story. This is not a simple thing. You can look at it, start guessing and make foolish like things, No. This is very complicated situation over here. These letters perfected systems. That's what I'm trying to pass for you. So this is one of the reasons, at least I'm sure about it, that's why these letters take a smaller value in the scale of the geometrical value of the Arabic alphabet. I hope you know. If you do not know, I don't blame you, because sometimes I do not know myself, you know. Let me give you a straightforward decoding for this one here. This will extend to cover the whole Quran. It's not just over here. So this is chapter 27, 1, 2, and 3 verses. Geometrical value or sequential value. Sequential value 89.5. 895. Okay, like Tariq Sawi is affecting 95 Deen al-Islam, the religion of Islam. 89 is Tariq Sawi. Okay, 85 Allah Wahid. 89 Al-Jannah. That's what is the monotheism constant. This is Allah Wahid. That's what you believe. Allah Wahid to go to 89. 89 Al-Jannah. 95 Deen al-Islam. 89 Tariq Sawi. You see how you look at him? It's not like shallow, like thinking about him. Okay, we have 89 letters and 89 here. Same thing. Tariq Sawi represent Tasin. Why is keep showing up? Tasin affecting this system with so much heavy ways. Here 27 minutes. I stop here. Yalla barja. I come back. If we, very important for me to give you the way to correct the way of thinking. The mathematics is easy. That's not a problem. But I want you to start thinking right way about these letters. Instead of guessing and thinking like wrong thoughts about him, trying to explain to you how to correct and start looking in a different way to these letters. Subhanakallah wa hamdik. I come back for this. Subhanakallah wa hamdik. Nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Let's let me pray first before, because it's like short time for this kind of weather, you know.